political representation remained firmly on the national agenda. There have been many instances where women's reservation bill was brought forward but was shot down. The historical reality is that in 1998, the RJD MP Surendra Prakash Yadavji, he physically tore the bill right on the floor of this Parliament House. The leaders of the then stalwart leaders of the Samajwadi Party too, they very categorically had said that they did not support the bill. And it is rather astonishing that today we have Akhileshji say that they support the bill. In the meantime, Madam, India had made a bold institutional shift through the 73rd and 74th Amendment, opening the doors of grassroots democracy for its women in rural and backward areas. The country witnessed something spectacular. It only said that when given an opportunity, women did not merely participate, they led, they governed, and they transformed. Yet at the level of the Parliament and the state legislatures, the journey remained incomplete. Efforts continued across years, across governments and across debates, even culminating in the passage of the bill in Rajya Sabha in 2010. But the final step remained out of reach. In this context, the position being taken by the opposition today should be examined carefully. The only thing in my perception that is left for the opposition to oppose is that it is being delivered by a government they did not form. This is not a constitutional argument, but it is a political stance, and the women of India can see the difference. If women's reservation has already been settled, as Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji had mentioned in her editorial, and if the party demanded the implementation in 2023 itself without conditions, then what exactly is the Congress opposing today? They need to explain. And that is why this moment matters, because today, through the Constitution's 106th Amendment Act 2023, this House is not merely passing a law, but it is completing a journey the nation began decades ago. It is rather disappointing, Madam, to see the attitude of the opposition parties. What is being characterized today as undue haste is in fact the same very urgency that the opposition itself demanded not long ago. It is therefore difficult to reconcile how the same urgency is now being interpreted as a matter of concern. 2023, their words were, implement it now, no need for census and delimitation. 2026, their very words are, how dare you implement it without census and delimitation. When Congress demanded it, it was urgency. But when Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji delivers it, it becomes haste. Sonia ji herself issued statements in favor of the bill multiple times, but were empty statements and not backed by any action. I was listening intently to the deputy leader of the opposition, who raised the question as to when the women reservation bill was passed in 2023, why was it not implemented until now? The opposition had 27 years to implement it themselves. The women reservation bill had first come in 1996. The UPA had been in power for a whole decade from 2004 to 2014, and the Rajya Sabha had passed it in 2010. 4 consecutive years, 2010, 2011, 2012 and 2013, the bill, after being passed in Rajya Sabha, was never introduced in the Lok Sabha. Therefore, the issue in the House today is not one of delay, but it is one of conviction. A legislature, Madam, without a women representation, making decisions without hearing half the evidence is not governance, but it is an educated guess. And women of this nation deserve better than an education guess. Madam, the issues that have been, or the concerns that have been raised here about the southern states, losing the number of seats, justice to the South Indian states, is sought to be met by proposing a pro rata increase based on the 2011 census and by